Hi, it's me, Tom, VK3FTOM, and yes, that is a map of the world behind me. I got asked a very interesting question the other day, and that's how to get an amateur licence in Australia. And apologies if the video isn't great. I'm just using my iPhone to shoot this, and I'm sitting in my bedroom because it's somewhere nice and quiet. So how to get an amateur licence in Australia? Well, the answer is it depends. If you hold a overseas equivalent, like let's say a US technician class license or a UK advanced license, you can get a reciprocal. But if you don't hold any qualification, which is the case I assume for most people looking at getting into amateur radio, you'll need a book like this, which is called Entry into Amateur Radio. It's also known as the Foundation License Manual, and that will give you all the information which you'll ever need to go and sit for the exam. Or another option is to go and look at RASA, which is the Radio Amateur Society Australia. Australia also issues a book on all these topics. So if we stop here for a second, I will go and do a little bit of work where I will scroll through and show you the sort of stuff which you need to know. 7 Friesel, Tom VK3FTO license. You'll learn about radio waves, basic transmitter and radio theory, and so it's to get a foundation license isn't too difficult at all. So if I go through the book, I'll show you some of the band limits and some of the stuff which you'll learn about things like radio theory, propagation. So yes, you'll learn all sorts of useful stuff. And this is just a block diagram. It's not a very good example, but they're called band plans, and they tell us what part of the band to operate what modes in, and all the important stuff like that. So yes, and let me start by saying it's been a long time since I've done mine, so some of the stuff has changed, but for the most part, the material is all the same. And as you can see, so this is the foundation bands. Sorry, that's the standard bands. This is the foundation bands up the top here. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult to hold the phone and know which one's which. So foundation, then you can see as you go down to standard, you get more, and then when you go up to advanced, you get the whole, you get everything. So yes, and so yeah, there's all sorts of interesting stuff you need to learn, but it's not too hard. So anybody interested in getting into amateur radio, I highly recommend you get into the hobby. 7 Friesel, thanks for watching. Tom, VK3FTOM.